I took him to the vet,
Mm-hmm.
and they did x-rays, and they found a dislocated hip. He said he might need surgery, they might have to cut the head of the femur,
Yeah.
and that's not the route we want to go.
You can see that's where it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really out of position.
Mm-hmm.
But if I get it, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
If
have
I
faith
don't,
in you.
well, let's see what happens. Okay.
You're gonna hate me after this. I would have passed out.
I felt like I was going to pass out. I just made a new online course called How to Massage Your Own Dog. We have a big problem today. This is Shay, and Shay has a really bad back left leg. And this is Wyanie. And Wyanie's the owner and the mom. And before we really start with anything, tell us a little bit the breed, how long have you had Shay, how did you meet Shay? Like, what's the story of you coming together with Shay?
He's a cockapoo.
He's a cockapoo.
He's not even a year old.
For people that don't know what a cockapoo is, what
it's
is
a mix of a cocker spaniel and a poodle.
And a poodle. That's why they're so cute.
They're adorable. He's so good.
And he's how old?
He is 9 months old.
9 months old.
Mm-hmm.
So he's still a little baby.
He's still a baby. We have two.
And you got them at the same litter.
Time. Same litter. He's the runt of the litter.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the brother's name?
Cody.
Cody. So Cody and Shay.
And Shay.
And so what went wrong?
He likes to go into our neighbor's yard, which is hilly, foresty. It's a lot of branches and leaves, and it was the wrong time to go down there. He got caught in something, and he came up limping and crying.
Yeah.
So he must have stepped wrong or got caught in something.
Yeah. And you could see from the video we just shot
Mm-hmm.
that he can't even put his foot down.
No.
But you could also see his spirit. He's still like kind of happy that he got to be with you walking. But if he can't even put weight on his back foot, that is not a happy situation. He's in pain. Because dogs will do as much as they can do. So if they're able to put 10% on their back foot, they do. If they're able to put 40%, they do. They will.
Yes.
But if he's keeping it totally in the air, it's because it doesn't
can't.
feel right. It doesn't feel right. So, again, how many days ago was that?
A day and a half ago.
Okay, so at least this is fresh in that it hasn't been going on for months. That would be worse. That if he still couldn't put his foot down for months, right? So, and did you take him for any checkup? What happened?
Did.
So tell us that story.
I took him to the vet, and they did x-rays. He didn't need sedation. He did great with the x-rays, and they found a dislocated hip.
Okay.
I asked them if they could adjust it. They told me if it would have been right after it happened, we could probably, I'm like, it hasn't even been 24 hours.
Yeah.
And they referred me to the hospital. He said he might need surgery, they might have to cut the head of the femur.
Yeah.
And that's not the route we want to go. He's not even a year old.
But they could see it. Do you have a picture of the x-ray? Can you show it to me?
Sure.
Shay, I'm putting my glasses on for this. Okay. You can see that's where it's supposed to be. So it's really out of position. And so sometimes it just rides up a little bit, and sometimes it peaks out a little bit, and this one's all the way up to here. There's different ways for me to set up on this. He's probably going to yell.
Yeah, I know he is.
You know, I would.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, but if I get it, it's going to be amazing. Okay.
I
If
have
I
faith
don't,
in you.
well, let's see what happens. Okay. I can do it with him prone or supine. So first let me talk to him. Okay. How you doing? All right. Listen, I'm going to work with you today. Okay. How do you feel about that? All right. Can I try to help you? What I want to do is I want to learn a little bit about his pelvis on the good leg.
Okay.
I call that going to school. I learned that term from golfing, even though I don't golf, but my dad's a big golfer. So I like to use that in healthcare a lot, where I go, okay, if someone has a bad left shoulder, I'll say, well, let's see what the right shoulder does. And I might learn a lot about the shoulder of what it could be on the good side first. So I'm going to start on the good side to see what the potential of, and this shouldn't be bad because this is the good side. Fine, yeah. So my thumb is on the head of the femur.
Okay.
And I'm feeling what the good side feels like. And I'm learning the size of his pelvis. I'm learning what the size of the femoral ball feels like, that femoral head. And if this doesn't, then we flip him on his back. But usually most dogs don't like to be flipped on their back because it's a submissive position. And if he doesn't really know me, he might not feel comfortable doing that, exposing his belly to me. So I'm going to put my hand under his belly, lift up, and I'm going to get my hand right on there. Oh, God.
It's okay. It's okay.
Now you might have to control his head a little bit.
It's okay.
Sorry, baby.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Shay. Sorry, Shay. Did you do anything yet?
Didn't go. It's really out.
It's okay. I'm sorry, Pete.
Put him on his side. Just facing that way. Sorry, baby.
Sorry, Shay.
So out. Keep him on the table.
I'm sorry, Shay. It's okay. You're gonna hate me after this. It's okay, baby.
Let's put him on his feet again. Okay? Let me see if let's just see what happens, okay? We'll try one more thing, okay, where he's on his back, and I'm gonna approximate his feet and just see. Here's the problem, I'm sure if people wind up watching this, it would be better if he was sedated while you're doing this, right? So we're not sedating him, so it's tough.
And you don't do sedation?
No, I don't have meds for that. So let's do one last thing, okay? So let's have him on his back.
I'm sorry, boy. I'm so sorry. It's okay. Such a good boy.
I don't think I got it. So put him down one more time, and then we'll be done with that. But I'll tell you what I think. Here's one test it. Okay. So I was able to get it closer, but it didn't snap into its little socket. And I think that's the most I should do right now, because now it's getting too much. He's like overwhelmed now. But I don't want to just go for it, because he's like traumatized a little bit because it's so painful.
Yeah.
And he wet himself. Can you feel?
Yeah. I felt it on
Yeah. I'm hoping he doesn't need surgery. I think a lot depends if someone's willing to sedate him and then see if they can traction and pop it in. I've done it on people too. I've set hips, I've set shoulders, and I've done it on animals as well. But that one is majorly dislocated. Like significantly, not even close to the socket. So if he was sedated, then I could be like, finesse it. So you pull and you get traction, and then it pops back in. And on humans, I do that with legs all the time. I set hips. I've been doing that for 25 years. And you pull, and then it comes back in. But he's just so overwhelmed with it, you know.
Okay.
It's not going to be easy. Like, I'd have to dance around with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not a quick. What is your thoughts? Do you feel like you want me to just go for it? Do a little bit more?
What do you think?
I don't think I can hurt him. I mean, I think it hurts.
Yeah, but you.
But I don't
as
think
long
I'm
as
gonna.
you're not gonna hurt him. Yeah.
No. But it's really tough to be him right now.
Yeah.
And you know, in a way, you don't get that consent from the animal. You know, like the people I've done it with are like, dude, just get it.
Yeah.
And I take a shoulder and I'm like, boom.
Oh my God.
I've even done it on like rugby fields, you know, where someone has a dislocated shoulder, right? And I'm like, I know what to do. And I come up and I go, do you want me to set your shoulder? They go, absolutely. And I go, boom, and I put it in. He's almost like crashed after that. Did you see?
Yeah. I still.
Do you want to do a little bit more? I mean, it's up to you too. It's you're the owner. You could, just out of curiosity, because he's not wincing, see if you can get him. Don't have him walk all the way down the hall, but just see if he can get on his feet right now.
Good boy, Shay.
No,
Good boy. What?
He's such a puppy too, you know.
Yeah. With what you felt, you think if you try a little more, you might.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna hurt him. I just think it. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna mechanically hurt him, but it's gonna hurt like crazy. It hurts like crazy. But like, I'm not going to structurally hurt him. Do I feel good about it? I mean, this is, you know, breaks my heart too. Stretch his leg straight right now, the left leg, and move it down towards his tail. That's how we set it.
Yeah.
But then we create traction and then let it go back into its socket.
Yeah, I couldn't do this before.
So I got part of it in.
Yeah.
I mean, not in. I got part of it closer to the socket.
Closer to the socket.
All right, I'm gonna do one last thing, okay? You stay right where you are. He might pee on you though.
Okay.
Try to control his head with this hand so this one stays right up there.
Sorry, Shay.
I think I got it. Let's hold him for a minute. I heard it snap right in. Let him chill out first. Did he pee on you?
This was worth it. Yeah, I don't care.
I did click it in. I felt it go. So hopefully that was it and it doesn't come right back out.
I hope so. I would have passed out.
I felt like I was going to pass out.
Such a strong boy.
All right, I don't know if it's it, but
You felt it.
I felt it land home. So
I
I'm
hope so.
hoping that might be good. So here, I'm gonna give him to you to hug for a while, okay?
Okay. Come here, Shay. I'm sorry, baby. Should I have to come
Yeah.
like this?
Just like that.
I'm so sorry.
You can take off his muzzle because we're not gonna do anything anymore. If I didn't get it, then I can't get it, okay?
Yeah. No, I got it. He's such a good boy. I hope so. Right?
So we'll either see him look a little different, but if not, what I'd like you to do is carry him and then get him into a crate, perhaps. Do you ever put him in crates?
I do. He sleeps in a crate.
And keep him crated as much as you can for the next 24 hours, so it can like not just go out again.
Got it.
And you can test it just in very small areas. Like let's say inside the bathroom.
Yeah.
Where he can't run away from you, where like he's doing too much running. And then if you start to see he's able to, if he's not holding his foot up, it's in. And then you're going to want to crate him as much as you can. Take him out to do whatever you need to do. We want to limit his walking because even if he has confidence, we don't want him to knock it out immediately while it's unstable. And then put him on his body, put him on his feet if you can. Hold under his belly.
Good boy, Shay.
And he might not put weight down yet, but go get him.
It's better.
Is it a little better?
It's more down than it usually is.
And then let's connect tomorrow and talk about it.
Okay.
Okay?
Got it.
All right.
Thank you.
So let's see what happens tomorrow.
Okay.
He might be too,
stressed right now.
to put his foot down.
Yeah.
I see that a lot, and that's why I always want to see 24 hours later.
Oh my God, Dr. Willen, guess who woke up walking today? Hi, Dr. Willen. So this is Shay, all recovered. Come on, boy. Come on. Come on, let's go. Good boy. Oh, he's doing great. Thank you so much again.
Can't even put his foot down.
No.
You could also see his spirit. He's still like kind of happy that he got to be with you walking. If he can't even put weight on his back foot, that is not a happy situation.